probably is necessary, but let me again say that whatever I say today about this or anything else today is not coming from a position of support for any candidate or opposition to any candidate. So whatever I happen to say about what I think of Trump skipping the debate, the reaction to it, it's not rooted in, and don't even consider that it's rooted in the fact that you think I might be doing it in support of Trump or in opposition to Trump or support of Cruz or anybody else. It's none of that. You've heard the phrase, the game. Every business has aspects of it that are considered the game, and that's the routine. And the game is characterized by everybody knowing the rules of the game. And people involved in it play by the rules. Some venture outside now and then, but the rules pretty much of the game are adhered to because it's a matter of respect for the game in which everybody is in. And in this business, one of the games is that when the media calls, you answer. And when the media wants you, you go. And when the media is going to host a debate, and it's part of a Republican presidential campaign, you go. You just do it. No matter what the media has done to you in the past, no matter what you think of it, no matter whether you want to go or not, you go. That's the game. Trump is so far outside this game. He's so far outside the rules. He's never been a player in this game. He's always been an outsider. I've heard people on Fox last night talk about this. Who does he think he is? He can't control the media. I got news for you. He is controlling the media, and it's his objective. He is controlling the media. He controls the media when he's not on it. He controls the media when he is on it. He controls the media when he's asleep. Nobody else has been able to do anything like this short of the Kennedys, and they're pikers compared to the way Trump is doing this. Now, it's very simple. If you read The Art of the Deal, or if you know Donald Trump at all, it's very simple. He had an unpleasant experience in the first debate, and in his mind, the question that he was asked was rigged. Don't forget, before that first debate, remember all of the news stories that were floating around saying that debate, somebody at Fox had been given orders by the Republican establishment to take Trump out. Remember that? There were any number of so-called sources for this. Some said it was the donors demanding it. Some said that it was Fox News executives demanding it. Some said it was the RNC demanding it. But the news was, well, Trump's not immune. He hears it. And even if he hadn't heard it, he would have to know that they want to take him out. He's outside the game. He's breaking all the rules. He's exposing so much as fraud that has gone on inside the American political process. So I can't allow somebody like this to win and succeed. It's quite natural they would want to take him out as well. Politics, it's Bengal Steelers time here, folks. It's quite natural they'd want to take. Well, he heard it. Here comes Megyn Kelly's first question. He didn't hear anybody else get a question like that. He never sees Hillary Clinton get a question like that. He never hears Bill Clinton or any other Democrat get a question like that. So he answers it. He says, screw this. I'm not putting myself in that position again. Why should I? I don't have to. But the rules of the game say when there's a debate, you show us, screw the rules, he's saying. Why should I willingly give them another shot at me in a circumstance they control? Why should I do it? What's the sense in it for me? I'm leading. I'm running the pack here. Why in the world should I put myself in that circumstance? I've already seen what's going to happen. I don't think it's any more complicated than that. It might be. I mean, there could be some personal things going on here that I don't know about. But just from the standpoint of knowing Trump, reading his book, and seeing how he operates elsewhere, in his mind, screw the rules, screw what's expected, screw this is just the way you do it. I'm not going to put myself in a position again where I'm going to be treated unfairly. I don't have to. I'm Donald Trump. Anybody can do this. Ted Cruz could choose to do it if he wants to. They just don't. Cruz and the rest of the pack are playing the rules of the game. Trump is saying, I don't have to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't have any respect for these people. What the hell? In addition to that, Donald Trump knows that by not showing up, he's owning the entire event. Some guy not even present will end up owning the entire event. And the proof of that is Fox News last night. I have to tell you, folks, this is where this gets tough for me. I was stunned watching Fox News last night. Fox News was acting like they had been jilted at the altar. If it had been me, and this is easy to say, If it had been me and Donald Trump makes a big to-do about not showing up to report the story and move on. Talk about Ted Cruz. Go talk about the other candidates. Go talk about Hillary and the FBI. There's a lot of news out there. But don't devote the rest of the night to how a candidate's not showing up because of you. I mean the network, not just Megyn Kelly. Then they bring in the analysts to analyze what it all means. And I'm watching this, and I'm really, this is very hard for me to say here. I'm stunned watching this. Because everybody has to know, everybody's involved has to know that this is exactly one of the things Trump is hoping to achieve. And then bringing Michael Moore on late in that program to mock Trump. Look, I understand the warfare that has been established here. If you look at some of the things that Trump's campaign spokesman, Corey Lewandowski, has said, if you read between the lines, it looks like what really has ticked them off over at Trump Central is the mocking of Trump in the official PR statements that Fox has released, making fun. Well, they're going to call Putin, they're going to call the Ayatollah, and the Ayatollah and Putin, whatever. It was, I think that might have been the nail in the coffin, as opposed to any lack of desire to face Megyn Kelly. But here's, folks, one other thing about this. If I heard it once last night, I've heard it 1,000 times since, that Trump is afraid of Megyn Kelly or afraid of Fox. That is not what this is. There isn't any fear. What there is here, my opinion, is a desire to control this and a purposeful decision to not put himself in a circumstance where other people want to make him look bad. In his mind, that's a dumb thing to do. You don't put yourself in a circumstance where a whole bunch of other people are going to be able to make you look bad while you're there. And if they do it when you're not around, that's another thing. You can counter-program it. You can do whatever. But you don't have to put yourself in a circumstance where you have to personally deal with it as a sign of disrespect or somebody else trying to notch their belt. It really isn't any more complicated than that. Now, Trump's out there talking about how they're desperate to have him because high ratings mean a lot of advertising revenue. Lower ratings means lower advertising revenue because Fox has to charge less. They were hoping to get $750,000 a minute, I heard, and they may be down to $150,000 a minute if Trump isn't there. I mean, these are examples of kind of the things going around. Now, should Trump be there or not? That's a whole other question. Is Trump right in avoiding some place that makes him look bad or has the potential to make him look bad? Is it a smart move? Is it a bad move? Well, is it a smart move in terms of Iowa? I heard last night, this is another thing. I'm sorry, went in one ear and out the other. You know, the people of Iowa are not going to like the people of Iowa. People of Iowa, they're not going to take it very well. A guy purposely avoiding them? That's what Trump's doing. He's avoiding the people of Iowa. People of Iowa, he's not avoiding the people. Come on, he's not avoiding the people of Iowa. He's all over Iowa. A guy who does more TV and radio than any other candidate out there. So I don't think there's fear, and I don't think it's disrespect for the people of Iowa. It is simple. This is what it looks like when some guy stands up to the rules in the game and says, screw yours, I'm looking out for me first. That's all this is. And you can say whatever you want, but I am not dumb. I'm not going to give you the gun and the bullet and stand still. You want to hit me? Come get me. But I'm not going to put myself in your line of fire. That's what he's doing. If you ask me, quick time out. We'll be back.